extra. Try to get it right, then really what I'm feeling. Cause I've been feeling confused. Rocked in my mind are our tunes. The tunes we wrote, but never done. Nothing seems to go my way, go my way. I'ma try and fight it. I'ma try and fight it. Nothing seems to go my way, go my way. I'ma try and fight it. I'ma try and fight it. Now I'm feeling attitude. Used to feel you in the room, baby.
So these rooms I'm showing you have already been designed by me. This is the shared guest bedroom, and this is the other. They both share this Jack and Jill bathroom, so they have their own entrance to it, but look how cute it turned out. And now we are walking to the other guest bathroom that I will be designing. So here's like a before video. Look at everything that's there right now. And to the left, we have the third guest bedroom. So my client has 5 kids, and these rooms were once occupied all by them, and because they all grew up, they don't really live at home anymore. We are converting these rooms into like guest rooms, kind of giving them a fresh facelift. And here is the master bedroom, and this is the master bathroom.
Nothing seems to go my way, go my way. I'ma try and fight it.
Welcome to another week in the life. I have quite a few things happening this week that I'm excited to share with you. For starters, I'm just gonna give you a brief outline of what's gonna happen this week. So I just left my client's house because I was measuring 4 spaces that we're going to be designing, and later this week I have like 2 networking-ish events, meetings to attend to, and then Friday I have a big presentation for our biggest project yet. I can tell I'm like stressing a little bit, but this is the new build project. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might remember it, but the client has hired us to design his entire home. I am so grateful that he has given this small business owner a chance for this. If you guys know, interior design is no joke, or as our jobs, it's just so tedious, and there's just so many things to take into account and design and think about, and like you can't waste any second doing something else. Like, you need to be full design mode. So anyways, that is a little recap. I hope you guys enjoy this week in the life. So these are my top 3 things I have to do today. Number 1 is emails. Number 2, I have to call this flooring guy because he was supposed to give me a quote like a few days ago. And number 3, Photoshop the selection. So every selection that I make for a project, like let's say if it was an accessory or a light or something that's related to the project, I save an image of it and I Photoshop the background. Like, I remove the background so I can import that in my presentation so it's crystal clear. I hope that makes sense. And then export 2D plans. Hi Jonathan, this is Sandra. I don't know if you remember, but I was there a few weeks ago trying to select some hardwood flooring for a project.
Yes.
So I was just wondering if you were able to give me a quote on the flooring. So here I am setting up the floor plan scenes in SketchUp and Photoshopping at the same time. Normally I would have done one at a time, but because my SketchUp model was lagging and taking so much time to save a scene and export, I decided to open up Photoshop on my other screen just so I can like Photoshop the selections as I wait for SketchUp to load. The hola! Hola! I ended up changing out of my sweater because I was hot, but we are being accompanied by Sophia Chavez. So I attempted to work while holding Sophie, but as you can tell, she's at the age where she's curious about everything and wants to touch and throw everything. So after a few minutes, I did end up giving her back. So back to photoshopping the selections, I was using the magic wand to highlight the background so I can erase it. And sometimes the magic wand doesn't work, so I have to use a poly lasso. I think that's what it's called. But I basically have to manually trim out what I don't want. And usually that happens when the background and the item are in the same color or tone, because the magic wand wants to like select everything. Then it was time to get ready for bed, and I think I went to bed around 10. These are my top 3 things for today. As number 1, Asana tasks. I use Asana, which is like a project management website, but I need to assign myself some deadlines for another project that I am kind of simultaneously working on. And then the presentation deck, I got a good groove on it yesterday, but I need to organize it a little bit more and pretty much hopefully finalize it by the end of the day today, and work on the budget on finalizing that and start the renderings. So that's today's top 3. Let's get to it. I always forget I have to answer some emails.
Good afternoon, Everglass.
Hi, may I speak to Amanda?
Amanda's not in today. She's out not feeling well.
So she gave me a quote for 2 bathroom doors, and I just wanted to make sure if that was like what additional costs there would be, like tax and shipping. I just wanted to get that straight. So as I was working on the budget, I realized I didn't have a finalized quote for 2 custom shower doors, and I needed to get that completed ASAP because I didn't want to show my client a wrong price, you know?
And you don't have the quote number?
Well, no, she didn't produce like a formal quote.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your phone number? I'll give her a call real quick.
Yeah, 63. So after that, I got to work on the presentation document and putting all the selections that I had photoshopped earlier, like putting it all together. I not only needed to make the deck look pretty and presentable, but I like to format it in a way that is easy for my clients to read and understand. I always try to put myself in their shoes and think, okay, if I was a client, would I understand what I am looking at? Do I know what's being shown or what those materials are? Do I need to label things, or do I need to insert a detail slide? I think this is like the critical part of design, because this is also the selling part. You want to make them feel excited about everything, but also informed about what they're looking at and what's going to be used in their project.
What you doing, babe?
Soon enough, my nephew joined in my room, and I let him play my iPad as I worked.
Are you recording my son?
Yes.
Did you sign a waiver?
And then baby Sophie joined as well, but that didn't last very long. So this is what I have gotten accomplished. Documents going so slow, but for the most part, I got most of the first floor done on the selections and floor plans. I just need to get started on the 3D renderings now. Ignore that slide.
Pause.
But yeah, this is... So I still got quite a bit to get done, but I think that should be doable for tomorrow. I just realized I have to buy snacks for Friday, and I have to do that Thursday, and I have to label all the materials Thursday, make sure everything's sorted out by Thursday. So technically I have tomorrow to finalize everything. Good morning, guys. It's today's Wednesday, February 8th, and I didn't go to the gym in the morning because I didn't wake up on time, because I kind of stayed up late. But I'm on my way to the networking, the Wednesday's networking events that I always go to, and running behind schedule. So for this networking event, this is done every Wednesday. I was invited by somebody I met at a business conference, so I started going consistently January. Once everybody arrives, we all go around and kind of introduce ourselves and give our 1-minute craft talk about our business and who's a good referral. Because the whole point of this networking event is to get leads in business for other people in the group. I was able to get 1 lead. It didn't really go anywhere, but I think it just kind of opens the door more to get your business out there and, well, get my business out there and meet other people, because they may not need a designer right now, but they may need a designer down the future, or they may know somebody that needs a designer down the line. And I don't know why, but this is something I feel like I have been neglecting, is networking, meeting new people, putting myself out there and like talking, because to be honest, sometimes I feel like I'm socially awkward. I feel like what do I say? So I think this is something that I really have to work on this year. I still get nervous every single time, but I think it's because I need to really write down what I'm gonna say. Every time I go there, I just wing it, but I feel like I need a good strong talk. What is my pitch talk? Hi, I'm here to meet. Holding the camera while I'm driving, that's not safe. But I just got done with this kind of networking meeting with this contractor. So this contractor, or this contracting business, had reached out to me to schedule a meeting with the owner so we can build a relationship, get to know one another, and see if we could be referrals. So I went in, and it was this guy. He was talking to me about his contracting business and how they work. I am always really big on kind of vetting people out and getting a sense of their personality, getting a sense of how they work, because I always like to just provide nothing but the best for my clients and the quality of work, especially when it comes to people in the trades. If you do shitty work, I'm never gonna use you again. So I think the meeting went really good. It seems like, they're a well-respected company that does amazing quality of work. They're respectful in the time, and they're a little bit more on the high end, but I think this will be good for for me, once I start to leverage up my business. But yeah, now I am home and it's time for lunch, and we gotta get back to the desk workday.
And how did you hear about the Introduction to Construction Management program?
My dad is part of the Hacia, so he just forwarded that email over.
And what do you know about the program?
Allows you to learn more about bidding and introduction to construction management, and I saw QuickBooks on there.
And this program will be held on Wednesdays and Thursdays, with Wednesday being virtual and Thursdays being in person at College of DuPage. And classes will go from 6 to 9 over a span of 12 weeks. It starts February 15th and runs until May 11th.
So I'm going to be taking an Introduction to Construction Management class, and even though I am in the construction field, my business is not really construction, but this class is going to offer small business management, project management, estimating, bidding, QuickBooks, and blueprint reading. I think that all pretty much aligns with what I do, so it would be really good to it just enhance my learning. And this is a hybrid class. So Wednesdays is through virtual, and then Thursdays is at the class, which I really like because I'm better at in-person learning. But this is actually a free program for those that have small businesses, minority-owned businesses, people of color. That's what I'm going to be doing these next couple of weeks until May. After all those meetings, I finally got time to work on somewhat finalizing the presentation. So I got to work on the bathrooms and putting all the tiles and materials together. I'm feeling very anxious right now just because I still have quite a lot of things to wrap up for this presentation. I still have to do the renderings, which I just started Inkscape right now, but luckily, hopefully, Inkscape doesn't take me too long. I'm hoping I don't have to Photoshop as much, so I have quite a few views to work on, and I still have to comb through the budget, fill in some of the details, look at the pricing again, and tomorrow I'm not gonna have that much time to work on it. I'm actually working a side job, so I'm gonna be pretty much I mean, I'll have time after I'm done, which will be around 7. But still, like, I have to pick up samples tomorrow, and I have to pick up some food for the presentation, and I have to label the materials, which I totally just forgot all of that stuff, and I have to put that on my whiteboard. So hold on, let's do it. Let's do it. What was it today? We are gonna prepare for tomorrow. I think at this point it was pretty late. I'm not sure what time it was, but I started on the renderings, and although Inkscape is really quick on the renderings, it did take me a bit more time because I had to fix some of the materials. It wasn't rendering right. I had to fix the lighting and adjust the view, and I also had 11 views to render. Tired. Just got home. It's 8:43, and I still have to wrap up the I need to wrap up the presentation, come to the budget, and label the samples. 2 of my samples didn't come yet, which I was a little salty about because I paid for those samples to come in time, but yeah. So normally the day before the presentation, I have everything ready and done, but in this instance, I was still wrapping up the slides, but I was on the roll and determined to get everything done because there's not going to be any time tomorrow. After I got the presentation and budget 100% done, I got to work on labeling the samples because there were quite a few items, and I also like to let my clients know what they are looking at, like where is this sample going to be used and what it's called. I got most of the samples in this bag. Yikes. Officially presentation day, and I am just preparing kind of for tomorrow. I still gotta export the budget, but I am waiting for the SketchUp file to open because I need to do a last minute measuring check. And I am clearing out my camera roll for my camera so I can record tomorrow because I filled it up all this week. But yeah, guys, this isn't very typical. I just feel like I personally didn't realize how much time designing the entire house all by myself was going to take me. But you know, you live and you learn. That's just how it is sometimes. But nonetheless, I'm so ready to present tomorrow. I got snacks, I got some food. I'm excited to lay out the samples. And all I need is a good night's rest. I think I'm going to sleep. Ooh, I might even sleep for 2 hours. Because I plan to leave the house at 8 a.m. so I can set everything up, kind of review what I'm gonna say, because they're coming at 9 a.m. so I want to have a whole hour to prepare, set up, get everything good. And my mom's actually coming with me tomorrow to help me. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm whispering. Everybody's asleep, but yeah, 3 a.m. talks with Sandra. I'll see you guys in a few hours.
Call me when you're free and we can start our own party. So let's go live it up like it's 1999. My kind of party, no drink.
Okay, so presentation day is here. I rented an office space and I came early to set everything up. So here I was trying to get my computer connected to the TV, and my heart was thumping this entire time that I was preparing because I was so excited and nervous. But here's a peek of all the materials. Then my clients arrived and I welcomed them and I talked to them as I got comfortable and situated in their seats. So vamos a empezar por la oficina y después por el comedor. Las paredes van a ser este color de pintura. Es como ustedes les gustaron las paredes limpias y blancas. So as I was editing this, I had a moment of like, wow, I did that. I designed this entire house by myself, and all the stress leading up was all worth it in the end when I saw my clients' reaction to everything. They loved the design and they were really excited about it. And that's the part that really, really fulfills my love and passion for interior design and working with residential clients. The feeling that I get, I don't know how to describe it, but it's such an overwhelming feeling of like love and happiness for what I do. Or sometimes I like to, like in Spanish, I like to say this term like estoy muy emocionada de todo. So yeah, I was really happy. So after it was over, I started cleaning up, and I did bring my mom to this presentation, not only there to help me with, my Spanish and translate some words, because I forget how to pronounce some things. I know what it's called, but I forget how to pronounce it correctly. The other reason why I brought her is because she's so great at making people feel comfortable, and I knew she would be able to connect with these clients well since they're fluent in Spanish and she's fluent in Spanish, so it just like made sense to have her there. So I just wrapped up the presentation. I have all my stuff with me. My mom's in the car waiting, but it went really good. The couple, my clients are actually like a very sweet, nice couple, very humble. Their son was so cute too, and yeah, like I think it went really good. They don't seem like the type of clients that are very picky, which I'm very fortunate to have. Like they loved everything. So I am going to go and email them the design, and then we shall go from there. I'm also starving, so I need to eat because I didn't get a chance to eat. Now, after I got home and ate, I really needed to clean my room and reset because it was a mess from getting ready and preparing for this presentation. As you can see, like it was a hot mess. So before I could get on with the rest of my day, I needed to like clean up and reset.
Not looking back, living in a hazy world. I just can't control the way you make me dance in the room like nobody's watching. No, just our bodies, you.
Good morning, guys. Today is Monday. Oh my god. Today is Saturday, February 11th, and I'm feeling refreshed now that I got some sleep. And we are on our way to kickboxing class. Yes. This is the end of the week. This is today's list. I just have to send my client an email, and then I have to shower and grocery shop, and later on I have dinner plans with my friends. So today we are doing minimal working, and we're gonna take it as a day to just kind of decompress from such a busy past few weeks, or this past week more like it, and just kind of reset and unwind, recover, Well, since this is the end of the vlog, guys, I'm going to end it here. And I just want to say thank you to my subscribers for always being so patient. I'm sure you guys are always waiting for me to drop a new video, but owning a business has its highs and lows, and sometimes things can get really rough, or sometimes things get really busy. So I'm trying to juggle and balance it all. So try my best here, guys. But just know I will forever stay persistent on YouTube. There may be a couple of weeks where I don't upload, but just know I will come back. Well, I hope you guys learned something from watching me do this presentation or juggle everything. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. So thank you for your love and support, and I will see you on the next video.
Bye. What was that do? What that do?
That's the camera.
the sky.